Hello, how's everybody doing today? Thanks for stopping by for my first video. And I'm not really sure how I want to go over this, but today I kind of want to do like a slight review slash overview of the Smith's prs-25 Everest from Time Factors. And I actually got this watch near like beginning of March. I ordered it near the end of February and it arrived early March. But I've been, wearing it around a bit throughout the day. It's kind of become my everyday watch, so to say, um, for the most part. Because here lately, I have been wearing a different watch, but that's just a little sidetrack thing there. But the Smiths, it has for sure been one of my favorite watches that I've owned so far. And I honestly didn't know how I would feel about a 36 millimeter watch, but I kind of just went ahead and gave it a try. They also do have this watch in 40 millimeters, but honestly, just looking at it online on their website, the proportions, I guess you could say, looked a little weird to me. I wasn't really like a big fan of the way it looked, and I kind of just at the same time wanted to try out a 36 millimeter. But yes, so this is the watch here, and as you can see, it is clearly, like an Explorer homage. Definitely a 1016 Explorer from Rolex, and you know, the design is really nice. I will say that for sure, because that's kind of what drew me to this watch, and it's the main reason I was first looking at it. As everybody knows, a 1016 Explorer it's a good chunk of money, and I do not want to put out that type of money for a watch that I can't afford, honestly. But yeah, this watch here, it's kind of filled the space. Basically, it's really past my expectations, you can say, and I'm glad I went for this watch. I didn't know how I would feel about it when I first got it, but all I know is I was really excited whenever it did come in. And there's quite a few things I want to tell you guys about this watch. First things are going to be, you know, the dimensions, of course. I guess I can read those off to you. So this watch here is 36 millimeters in diameter. Um, the from lug to lug over here is going to be about 43 and a half millimeters. So, it'll probably fit most wrists out there. I personally have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, I would say. I believe that's what it was last time I checked. And it fits quite nice. I can normally wear most things, and this one, it doesn't seem too small or anything there. It actually fits really nicely and everything, so I would recommend it there for anywhere in that kind of size of wrist range, I guess you can say. But another really nice thing about this watch is that it has the 20 millimeter lug spacing here. So if you have other watches that are also 20 millimeters, you can just switch out the straps very easily and everything. Considering this has drilled lugs, it does make it a lot easier. That's for sure. I find myself changing straps with this watch more often than I should be, probably, but it's no big deal there. It also has a Miyota 9015 movement in here, and I quite like it. It's not the first watch I've had this movement in. I also had another watch from Phoibos, however you want to pronounce it, really. I'm not too sure. But they also had the same movement in there, and I think it's quite a nice movement. So, if you pull out the crown, it is a screw down crown here. It does have hand winding, so you can wind that up however you'd like to. You can also hack the movement. If you see there, it stops whenever you pull the crown out, and then you can just move around this however you'd like to, really. But it's just a really nice looking watch. I think it looks really pretty. The bracelet here is a really nice plus. Also, it does have screwed down links here, so sizing it would be pretty easy there. It does take a actually quite smaller screwdriver than normal ones, I would say. I wasn't able to size it properly when I first got it because I didn't have the right size screwdriver for it. But once I did, I really rarely take it off the bracelet anymore. A few reasons for that. Here, let me see. But it does have a little extension that you can just pull out here. And when I first got it, I thought it was pretty neat. I didn't really know how much I'd be using it, how much I wouldn't be using it. But throughout the days, I have found myself just, changing this throughout the day, and it's been really nice to have on a bracelet. One of the main reasons I will use it for, I do wear this watch quite often when I go to sleep. And, some people are against that for, whatever reasons, but my reasons for it, I have terrible eyesight. So sometimes I wake up around the nighttime, I don't know what time it is. I just want to see what time it is, see how much time I have left to sleep or anything like that. And I will just look at my watch normally. And I always put this on my right wrist when I go to sleep because I don't want to wear my watches on the same wrist 24/7. Because what I have found is that it will kind of end up irritating my skin if I do that. So normally at night I'll switch it to my other wrist, and then I'll just, extend the clasp a little bit here. Wrong side again. And it'll just fit quite nicely actually. So I really like that about the bracelet. I didn't think it would be, or it would come in as handy as I thought, but having it now, it's just it's been really convenient, and I've really been enjoying it for the bracelet there, the design as well. I normally keep this watch whenever I go up on the mountains or something. I'll put it on a green NATO strap, and it's actually a green Phoenix NATO, and that color with this dial in the sunlight and everything, it just gives it a really pretty aesthetic, I guess you can say. I'll try and edit in a picture of it if I can, but this is my first time making a video, so I don't know how well everything will turn out here. I just kind of wanted to upload this type of video because I don't see these. I haven't really seen many reviews on this watch specifically, and I know when I was going to buy it, I wanted to see some videos on it and everything, but I didn't see many YouTube videos. I saw a few written reviews, especially like on Facebook groups and stuff, because the first place I saw this watch was on a Facebook group, and somebody had posted a picture of it, and I kind of just really liked the design of it, so I started looking into it a bit more, and I couldn't find many YouTube videos, so I kind of figured I'd try and do my own video here, see how it goes. But this watch has been, it's great, really. Can't put it any simpler than that. Some backstory, I guess you can say, on the brand and everything. Smith's was one of the first watch brands to make it up to the summit of Everest, along with the Rolex. I believe it was an Oyster Perpetual that went up there, but that was like the older Smiths. I believe this Smiths got bought out by Time Factors, and they sell them exclusively on their website now. But some of the designs are still really nice. I believe there's one watch by them that kind of brings back the older style that they used to have. But that's just like a quick thing about the brand there. And I found it really interesting, and it also brought some, some background to it, I guess you can say. But that was one thing that I found really interesting about this watch here. And as you can see, let me focus it. Got a really simple design. You got the 369, 1016 Explorer homage there. Right over here on the sides. I like the way the case is shaped because it just fits, it fits the wrist really nicely and everything there. So having this sitting on your wrist, sometimes you'll just, find yourself looking at your watch, and this is a really nice watch to look at. It's got that polished bezel here, and I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but I believe after a few days of owning this watch, I actually bumped the bezel at work, and I got a few dings on it, like right up here. And I went through that day feeling, pretty bad about it, because I had just gotten the watch recently, and every time I would look at it now, I would just see those little dents there. I don't know if you'll be able to see them in the camera there, but they're on there somewhere. It's got a polished side here. I believe the top here is brushed. It really plays with the light quite nicely, especially throughout the day. And then the lume that it has on here, I believe is Super Luminova C3. Every time I walk indoors from being outside, it's glowing. It works really well there. It holds its shine quite well, and it's just really nice to look at, especially at night. I don't know why. This is a lume. I've always been a fan of lume shots and everything like that, so I'll try and put one up if I can, but I'm not sure how well that'll turn out there. And yeah, it just shines quite nice and everything there. So bracelet, the clasp here, the case back's not really anything special there. It's just got Smiths printed on the back. Really simple there. Looks quite nice. I don't really find myself looking at the back of this watch too often, but nice to just have it there. I've been a really big fan of this watch here lately. And let me show you a quick wrist shot actually. I gotta take off the watch I have on right now just to be able to, but I don't know if y'all are interested in other watches. But this is I'm actually wearing the SARB 033 from Seiko, and I have it on this strap here. It's just been really, I think it's quite sporty like that with that brand. But yeah, that's the watch that's been taking up my wrist time here lately. I can't seem to take it off. But this watch here is really nice too. But as you can see here, let me focus this real quick. This will be the Smiths Everest in 36 millimeters. It doesn't really look that tiny, at least not on the bracelet. But if you put it on, like, let's say a leather strap, suede strap, just something else really, it will look a bit smaller. But I'm just I like the way it looks, especially on the bracelet. So anytime I go out with this watch, I like to have it on the bracelet if I'm just going out, city or something like that. But if I'm going up to the mountains, I always try and put it on the green NATO strap just because of how well it fits it. And like I said, I'll try and put up a picture of it if I can there. See what I can do for you, but I didn't want to drag this out too long. Just a quick little overview here of this watch, Smiths. If you're thinking about it, I really do recommend it. It's a great everyday watch. And before I started wearing my Seiko a lot more, this was the watch that was taking up my wrist time. And I probably will start wearing this watch again a lot more once, my whole little thing with my Seiko is over. But that strap with that watch right now is just perfect. And maybe I'll try putting that strap on this watch and seeing how much I like that. But yeah, I'm gonna try and wear this watch a bit more often. It doesn't, something I've noticed with this watch compared to the Seiko anyways. Let me get this focused real quick. So the polished bezel here, it actually doesn't pick up scratches as much as my Seiko does. And I like that because I just like to have a nice, nice little pretty bezel there, even though it is an everyday watch, but it's just nice to be able to enjoy that. It doesn't pick up micro scratches too often, and that's something I have noticed with this watch. I don't know you know, what's different about it, if anything. But that always, it's always really quite clean. But like if I show you this Sarb over here, I don't know if like the camera will pick it up. It probably won't, honestly. But this polished bezel around the dial here, it has a lot of micro scratches, and you can't really see them too much when you're outside in the sunlight or anything there. But when you're in a badly lit room like this one here, and there's not many effects going on with the polished bezel, you can really see them, and um, it's not terrible. I still love the watch, honestly. You know, it's my everyday watch right now, but that bezel sometimes it bothers me a bit. Not too bad there. You know, it's not like the worst thing out there. You know, watches get worn. It'll happen regardless. But that's just a quick thing I wanted to know there. I don't know. It's neat to notice about this watch. Yeah, I do recommend this watch if you have been thinking about it. I'd say go for it. The only thing about buying it really is I believe they sell out really quick. So if you were to go to like Time Factors, their website, anytime soon, they would probably be, you know, they probably wouldn't be shipping out watches right now. And I forgot what day it is, if it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. But they open their store at some other time. I believe it's like 7 in the morning over there where they're at. And I'm over here in the East Coast of the United States, so I I'm not very good with time zones, but I think all I remember is I was up at like 3 in the morning and I checked their website and they were on sale, so I just went ahead and bought it there. I actually went to the website right now and they are available right now. So I would give it a try, you know, just check out their website. It's timefactors.com. I'll put it in the description if anybody wants to check it out. But yeah, they have a lot of different watches from Smiths there, and this one right here is my favorite. I definitely recommend it to anybody who's out there looking for it. I probably just repeated a lot of the same things I said in the video. Again, I apologize. This is my first time ever recording a video like this, and I just wanted to give it a try, see what people thought about it, see how it would go. So thanks again for watching. I'm not quite sure yet how this whole thing's gonna go, but I appreciate you guys, and you know, leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave me some comments if y'all want to give me some feedback. I know there's probably a bunch of things wrong with the video, but I would like to, you know, try and create better quality content there for you guys if I continue with this. So yeah, thanks again there, and I'll see you guys next time if I make another video.